Breaking news. Akpabio speaks on being behind Abbo's removal from Senate. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Senate President Godswill Akpabio has denied his alleged involvement in the ouster of the Senator Elisha Abbo from the Senate. Niger News had earlier reported that the Court of Appeal in Abuja on Monday voided the election of Abbo of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). Reacting in an interview with reporters in Abuja, Abbo alleged Akpabio was behind his removal from the Red Chamber for campaigning and working against his Senate presidency ambition. Abbo has said 4 other senators who worked for Senator Aabdulaziz Yari to emerge as Senate president had been targeted for removal from the Red Chamber through the court. And then the sacked Adamawa North senator specifically mentioned Senator Orji Uzor, the APC senator representing Abia North, as the next target for removal from the Senate. But reacting to the allegation, the media aide to the Senate president had said Abbo is just looking for someone to blame his sack from the Senate. He's looking for someone to blame. He said Akpabio was not responsible for the court judgment which sacked Abbo from the Senate and has no reason whatsoever to witch hunt any of his colleagues. I mean, it is so unfortunate that if eventually he said that Akpabio was responsible for his removal, that's the swine song of a man who is looking for a scapegoat, who is looking for someone that he will pin the blame on. Because certainly Godswill Akpabio is not responsible. So it is quite unfortunate for this man, because the Court of Appeal across the country decides case based on the provisions of the Electoral Act and the evidence advanced by petitioners. So the Senate President has no reason to witch hunt any of his colleagues. But the fact that the Adamawa Senator Elisha Abbo had fingered the Senate President Godswill Akpabio for this very issue and had even laid a lot of allegations on him, stressing that Akpabio is set to remove 4 other senators, including Orji Uzor, that Kalu will be the next person to go down on this. But he did not mention their names, but he specified on Orji Uzor, also maintaining the grounds that he won the election and would not give up on his quest. He declared the court judgment as strange and the judiciary, saying the judiciary, who ought to be the hope of the last man, has disappointed him, but has assured his supporters that he will recontest in 2027, and yet Akpabio have reacted to this, saying that he is not behind this his removal from the appeal court. He has denied his involvement in this issue. So my country people, what are your thoughts? Nigerians have reacted. How can a Senate president be behind all these things? Please let him go home to face the reality. One day monkey will go to market and never return. This allegation gives APC senator a glimpse of the actions and influence of APC on the judiciary, especially the appeal of court judges. Is Abbo a Senate material? Does this mean that we don't have courts again in Nigeria? Well, I know he is feeling bad, but he should go and rest. Okay guys, these are just few reactions from Nigerians. See, according to this Senator Abbo, he said that he had it from reliable source that himself and 4 other senators within the APC will be removed from the Senate through rulings from the court, all because they worked against the emergence of Akpabio as the president of the 10th Senate. I mean, this is a very weighty allegation. Can Akpabio really be behind, the judgment of the appeal court against Abbo? Does Akpabio have such power and influence to influence judicial judgment and decisions? This is more like a weighty allegations. Akpabio, who is just a Senate president, now having influence to overturn elections and determine what the judge would, or how the judge would give judgment on electoral matters. This is a very serious allegation, but it seems that this is coming from a man who is frustrated. I mean, for someone that lost his election or his presidential or his senatorial bid to another person, to a PDP candidate, he is indeed very, very frustrated. And he's trying to pin his frustration on someone else, and then decides to pick Akpabio, blaming him for this. All these issues started with the ruling that was delivered on Monday, whereby the appeal court ordered the INEC to withdraw the certificate of return that was issued to Abbo and issue the same to Reverend Amos Yohanna of the People's Democratic Party, whereby the All Progressive Congress APC National Working Committee NWT had in May endorsed Akpabio and Jubrin as the party's candidates for the position of the Senate President and the Deputy Senate President respectively. And then we have the former Zamfara State Governor Yari Aabdulaziz. He disagreed with the party's position and said he would emerge and contest with Akpabio. And later, Akpabio defeated Yari, in a keenly contested election. And afterwards, there have been stories that there are some senators who worked against Akpabio's emergence as the Senate president. Now, Abbo is coming up with these allegations, pinning it on Akpabio, that he intends to kick out 4 other senators, including himself, from the Red Chamber because they refuse to support him. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you.